If you are new to the IB, unit planning can feel confusing, overcomplicated, and stressful. And that's not because it's hard or harder than other types of planning, and it's simply because probably you start in the wrong place. I've worked with NYP and DP teachers across different subjects, and I see the same pattern occurring every time. Unit plans get treated like paperwork instead of planning tools. Today, I'll show you how to use your unit planning to get clarity, confidence, and control in your teaching. A unit plan is like a map, or rather an itinerary. It shows where you want your students to get to and how they'll get there. So it is more than just paperwork or documentation. It is how you make your learning intentional, coherent, and consistent, especially when more than one teacher is involved in the teaching of this unit. New IB teachers often get caught up in the jargon. Jargon, however, doesn't create good teaching. What creates good teaching is having understanding, having clarity. Every lesson has an endpoint. Every unit that you plan has a destination. There's always a reason why you have decided to teach a particular skill or a particular topic. So start there and then use IB language to support your thinking. There is no single correct way or correct starting point for a unit plan. However, I find it particularly effective to start with your destination, with assessment, and then work backwards. Assessment is an integral part of the learning process. Students should always know where they're heading, what the destination is, and how to get there. They should also know what success looks like and how they will be assessed. In the IB, lessons support the development of conceptual understanding. That conceptual understanding is shown through what the students can do with their learning. Concepts are understood when students explore them in meaningful contexts and when they can apply them beyond the lesson. This is why all the learning needs to feel real and relevant. And the same applies to the development of ATL skills. ATLs are not just an add-on. They should be built into the lesson and into the learning process. So for instance, if an assessment is going to involve speaking skills, those speaking skills should be practiced and developed throughout the unit. So nothing comes as a surprise and nothing is left to chance. Here's a very simple way to plan any unit, IB or non-IB. First of all, define the destination. Decide what the students should know, what they should be able to do or learn by the end of that unit of learning. Focus on key concepts, big ideas, and transferable skills. Second, design the assessment first. Clarify the task, the success criteria, and the expectations. Let the assessment guide your teaching decisions. Third and finally, plan learning backwards. Select and sequence activities and opportunities for reflection that will prepare your students to succeed on the assessment. Whatever you do, never ever compromise on engagement. Whatever the subject, whatever the topic, can be made interesting and relevant. It's all about framing. So next time you plan an IB unit, don't start with the boxes. Start with meaning, with the big ideas, the concepts, the understanding that you would like your students to take away. And when you do that, you will see that the IB framework finally works with you and not against you. If you found this video useful, please subscribe to my channel for more clear and practical teaching guidance. Thank you.